Good morning everyone. Now we are going to perform an experiment using laser and diffraction grating sheet to find the wavelength of the laser source. Now let's see how a diffraction grating sheet looks like. This is a diffraction grating sheet which is nothing but a plain transparent glass sheet where opaque rulings are made with a diamond point. In this particular grating sheet, there are three bifurcation. The first section actually consists of 100 lines per millimeter. That means 100 lines are drawn per millimeter here. The second portion consists of 300 lines per millimeter and the third portion consists of 600 lines per millimeter. This is nothing but the capital N value, that is the number of lines on the grating sheet. Now let's see how to perform this experiment. Our aim is actually to find the wavelength of this laser source. So we have made use of a laser source here, and this diffraction grating has to be kept on a table, and we have a screen to see the diffracted laser spots clearly. Okay, let's see how to perform this experiment. I have to now adjust the distance between this grating sheet to the screen in such a way that I would be able to see clearly the diffracted spots, right? This is the central maxima. These are the first order maxima both on the left side and the right side. Then the second order maximas, then the third order maxima, and so on. So now what I have to do, I have to put a transparent paper or a plain sheet or a graph sheet, and what I have to do is I have to mark the positions of this spots clearly on the paper here. So if I mark the position of the spots, this is my central maxima. These are the two first order maxima on the left and the right side, and then the second order maxima, and so on. Likewise, I need to repeat the experiment for another one value. Let me change the capital N value. This is for 300 lines per millimeter. Now you would be able to see the diffracted pattern on the screen this way. Again, I need to mark the position of the central spot, the first order spot, the second order spot, and the third order spot. Okay. Now you can see the distance between the first order, the second order, and the third order spot has got increased. Now if I change it to the last N value, which is 600 lines per millimeter, I would be able to see only till the second order spot on the screen. This is a central maxima, these are the first order maxima, and this is the second order maxima. Okay. Now I need to put the paper on the screen here, and I have to mark the position of all these parts. Okay, and I have to measure the distance capital D, which is nothing but the distance between the grating to the screen. Okay, so let's see how you can write all these values in this tabulation. So first we perform that experiment with the first grating. That means the capital N value was 100 lines per millimeter. Now D is actually the distance of the grating to the screen, and now I have to measure the distance between the two first order spots. How to measure the distance between the two first order spots? If this is my central maxima, these are my two first order maxima, I have to measure the distance of this maxima to this maxima, right? That I have to write it over here. This is actually the distance between the two first order maximum. Then when N is equal to 2, which is nothing but the second order maxima, this is the second order maxima on the left side, and this is the second order maxima on the right side. So now I need to take the distance from this spot to this spot. That would give you this value. We have to write it over here. Okay. Correspondingly, for the third order, the fourth order diffraction, I would be measuring what is the distance between the spots, and I would be measuring all those distances over here. This is nothing but the x value. So I have to first find out what is sine theta. that is nothing but x upon 2d, where x is nothing but the distance between the bright order spots and d is nothing but the distance between the grating to the screen. Of course, tan theta we take us to be equal to sin theta when the value of theta is very small. That's why we have taken sin theta itself to be equal to x upon 2d. From that we would be able to tell what is theta. So once theta is found, our aim is actually to find lambda, which is nothing but sin theta upon capital N into small n. So I know the value of theta. I would be finding out what is my sin theta value here. From that I would be finding out the lambda value, because capital N is already known to us, which is nothing but the number of lines on the grating sheet, which is given by the manufacturer itself, and small n is nothing but the orders of diffraction. So correspondingly I would put the orders as 1, 2, 3, 4 and I find out the corresponding wavelength here. So this is the easiest way to find the wavelength of the laser light using diffraction grating. Thank you.